It is day 3. I am tired. My calves really hurt. Um, but I persevere. I played Turbo Overkill, which was incredible. I've played a lot of these boomer shooters since they've been coming out, and Turbo Overkill might honestly be, if not top 3, top 5 of those, since like I feel like Dusk really kicked off the genre, like coming back. And yeah, this one, since that one came out, I think this is, for me at least, so far from what I've seen, this is the top 3 of that genre. It's really cool. The aesthetic is this grimy Blade Runner cyberpunk look. When you slide, your character has a chainsaw leg, so when you slide, you'll chainsaw anything in your path, like Vanquish. It's the most satisfying slide since Vanquish. And it's infinite. You can hold that button on and just go. Does not stop. Um, the guns all feel really good. They've all got secondary fires that feel equally as good. There's a lot of movement options in this game. You can rocket jump, you can wall run, the chainsaw slide, you can grapple. The grapple feels really good. Um, there's a bit of an RPG mechanic where you can find these augment chips that give your character like different modifiers on their body limbs. So like I found 2 from my chainsaw leg where I got armor and health back whenever I got a kill on the chainsaw with a chainsaw leg. So there was once I got those 2, there wasn't a single point in the demo where I wasn't at max health and armor. I was just fully loaded up on all that stuff because I was just using the chainsaw all the time because it was really satisfying. Um, yeah, the game right now is in early access though. The first episode came out in April earlier this year, I believe. The second episode comes out in October, I was told, and then the third and final update is next year, like springish. But yeah, this was if you like these kind of shooters, this one's a cool one. It's really good. Dome Keeper might be in my top 3 for the show. Um, it's very chill. It's a roguelite. You're on an alien planet in this like little dome, and you go underneath to mine for resources, and you use those resources to get a better drill, improve your jetpack, just improve the mining experience, right? Or to improve your dome. Um, and there's a timer where aliens will come and attack your dome periodically. So I just found myself immediately. It's very chill, and it's got a little bit of an FTL vibe to it in regards to how it's both relaxing but also like a bit intense at times. But yeah, I just immediately I was like, man, if this was on the Switch, this would be dangerous. I'd just be on the couch with this thing like all day. It's got just a very addictive, chill loop to it. Yeah, I was just real. I just popped on it because I just saw it and just like, let me try this out. Yeah, this one like blew me away with how much fun I had with it. SpiderHeck. I saw the. I'm not a fan of spiders. I don't like spiders. There was the booth had a giant inflatable spider, just so that made me even more uncomfortable. But the game was really cool. It's basically like this kind of synth wavy looking aesthetic, and it's just a 4-player party game where you're all spiders and you're fighting each other. It was really fun. Items will populate into the arena, so we're shooting each other with rocket launchers, lightsaber battles. Um, you can swing around, climb on everything. It's very simple, but it's addictively fun. I think partly because the games are just they move quick. You move quick. You die in one shot, and the games usually last like it's best out of 5, I believe, and a round will last usually around like 10 or 20 seconds. People die pretty quick, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely is a perfect party game to throw on a game night. So I'm a big fan of deception games. Like I love the ship, um, and other games like it. And so we played Deceive Inc. And this one's got a really cool like 70s pulp spy look to it. And the basic gist was you're all in this mansion and you have to collect intel to get into the vault where the briefcase is and then take the briefcase and escape. And so there's a lot of ways you can do this. You can just beeline it straight for the briefcase, or you can just chill where the exit is and wait for everyone to deal with that and then bring the briefcase to you, right? It was neat. I have a lot of questions on what's in about what the final look of it is, because I spent most of my game, I spent the entirety of my game, just slowly working my way up security levels, until I can finally get into the vault. And then I was like right at the door to the vault, and I just saw people who were faster than me grab the briefcase and just bail. So I'm like, shit, it's go time. So I just chased them over to the exit, and then there was a huge scuffle in there, and I died in that scuffle. And the person who was smart, who just sat there and waited for everyone to stop fighting and picked off the last person, is the one who won. That seems, and right now that seems like the most viable way to play the game. Like, just sit there and wait for everyone to kill each other and then wait for the kill the last person left. So I'm curious what the full game is going to have to dissuade that sort of mentality, especially since like I saw players like blow their cover at times, but it's like you don't do enough damage to kill them real quickly. So it's like, why would I go out of my way to start a fight, especially when when you blow your cover when you start shooting your guns. So it's like, why am I going to go out of my way to start a fight when I'm going to be put in a just as vulnerable position as they are? So I hope the game like adds something to encourage you to start a fight when you see a player and take them out. Because right now it just seems like the best thing to do is to just sit there and wait for everyone to do everything and then come at the end and swipe the box. So yeah, neat game, but I'm curious to see what the end result is. I got to see Cyberpunk, Edgerunners. It was really cool. We went to a theater and they played the first 2 episodes of the season. First episode was alright. It was very much like, here's Cyberpunk, here's the world. It felt very much like set up for people who haven't played the games or anything. And there was some really awkward where like people would be talking, the camera shot would be like there were 2 characters talking in a car, but the camera was pointed at one character's feet for like 1 or 2 minutes, like in a really long time, and all you stared at was a person's feet for like 2 minutes while the characters were talking. There were a couple moments like that where it was just like, what is going on here? Did you have no budget for an animation for this conversation? And the dub was like, it was okay, it was fine. But yeah, the first episode was not the best, but the second episode was really good. That's where the show really finds its footing. V gets its cybernetics and he starts doing like the cyberpunk shit that you want to see people do. Animation, Studio Trigger, was excellent. It was really good. The music is phenomenal. Really great music choices. Yeah, that second episode really like got my hopes up a lot more for the full season, which drops the 13th. So I'm excited to see how that looks, if it can keep up that momentum. Yeah, the first episode was a bit of a bump in the road, but that second episode like took off. I was like really pumped for the full season after that.